So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to map a network drive if you're using a Windows computer. It's actually really easy. One of the most important things though is if you are currently off campus and trying to map to a network drive on the NMSU network, you have to be utilizing VPN first. So I'm going to put a link in the description to a tutorial video along with the NMSU VPN website. You just need to make sure that you follow those instructions and are connected to VPN before trying to map a network drive. Otherwise, it won't show up that you're on the network and you'll get access denied. So the first step is just make sure that you're connected to NMSU VPN. Once you are connected, mapping a drive is actually pretty simple. All you'll need to do is just get into your files and click this PC. That's just right over here. And if you go ahead and click on the toolbar under Computer, you'll notice that there's a handy little button here that says Map Network Drive. So we're going to click that, and it's going to bring up this dialog. And for the drive letter, it's pretty arbitrary. You can choose whatever letter you want. I know a popular letter that most people know is the L drive, but it really doesn't matter what letter you choose here. So right below that is the folder location. And so I'm going to put a few of these folder locations inside of the description, so in case you need to map to them, you can. It's actually pretty simple. So one of the most common ones that you'll map to is probably the L drive, or you might know it as the engineering share drive. And so basically you just type // and we're going to type the server name, which is acn.ad.nmsu.edu /COE/shares. And before you go ahead and click finish, you're actually going to want to click connect using different credentials. And that's because it's going to ask you for your MyNMSU login to make sure you have access to this server. People that don't have access to this server won't be able to map to it. You can also choose this box if you want it to reconnect every single time you start your computer. Up to you if you want to have that drive mapped permanently to your home computer or if it's just a one-time use. So I'm going to click that box that says connect using different credentials and click finish. So you'll notice how this comes up and it says enter your credentials. So you're going to type the letters ACN / and here's where you put your MyNMSU username. Right below that you're going to do your MyNMSU password and then click OK. And it looks like you're in. So I'm going to go ahead and close it, and you'll notice how in my PC I have network locations now. So now I can get into the engineering drive and get into whatever folders that I need to. It might look a little different for you depending on what type of access you have to this drive. But yeah, it's possible that maybe your path is different than mine too, and maybe you just have access to ENGR profiles. You could change that by back in this setting. You can change that by basically in this part. I'll show you right here. COE-shares, and maybe you have a folder in here that's like ENGR profiles and then your username or something like that. So if there's a specific folder you want to get to, that's where you'll type the directory for your folder. I know another popular one is the H drive, and so let's say you store stuff on H drive. It's actually called avalanche, so you're going to do / avalanche. Again, all these will be listed in the description, so don't worry about catching what I'm typing right away. Users, $, and then your username. And you only have access to your folder, so just keep that in mind. You can't get into any other user's folder. So it's avalanche, users, $, and then your MyNMSU username. So again, connect using different credentials, finish, and here's where we do acn / and then our username along with our password. And you'll notice how I have now avalanche mapped. And so I think I chose this one as drive Z. Again, you can choose whatever letter you want. But yeah, so then I have my documents that I've stored on the H drive at school. So many of you will find that pretty useful.